Hello everyone, and welcome to Mircom's online tutorials. Today we will be talking about the incorporation of temporal 520 Hz square wave low frequency signal with Mircom's FleX-Net series fire alarm panel and amplifiers. We will discuss the approved tones for the respected Mircom amplifiers and some typical on-site applications. Studies have shown that people susceptible to being injured or killed during sleep in fires such as young children, elderly, or otherwise impaired individuals respond much quicker to a 520 Hz square sound wave than others. A code has been passed to implement the 520 Hz square sound wave throughout buildings to quicken the response time in cases of fires, allowing people more time to escape to a place of refuge. Mircom understands and acknowledges the importance of this code and has created 3 temporal 520 Hz square wave low frequency signals that are UL listed to be used with our Mircom FleX-Net fire alarm panel and amplifiers, which you can see shown here. The 3 versions of 520 Hz square wave low frequency signal are comprised of a low, medium, and a high signal level. Depending on the amplifier you choose to use on a specific job, you'll want to pick the respected compatible wave file that has been tested to work with that amplifier. When designing a job, it is good practice to design it using the same size amplifiers, which makes it easy to choose the proper wave file. If, however, your job contains different amplifiers, you'll want to choose the highest needed level of wave file for your application. For example, a job containing one model of amplifier, such as the QAA 5230-7025, set to the 25 volt voltage setting, you would simply choose the listed wave file for that amplifier, the SQ 520 Hz L or low wave file. If, however, your job file contains multiple models of amplifiers such as the QAA 5415-25 and the QAA 5230-7025 set to the 25 volt voltage setting, you would choose the highest signal level of the two, which in this case would be the SQ 520 Hz M, or medium signal level wave file. Currently, both System Sensor and Gentex speakers have been tested and UL listed to work with Mircom's FleX-Net fire alarm panel and amplifiers when using the temporal 520 Hz square wave low frequency signal. In order to use the temporal 520 Hz square wave low frequency signal with Mircom's FleX-Net fire alarm panel, amplifiers, and listed speakers, you'll have to import the wave file into the FleX-Net configurator. Here's how to do it. Your job file will have to include an audio controller, which you can add by right-clicking on the node and select Add Audio Controller. A pop-up window will appear, at which point you can click on Add. In your job tree, select Job Details, then select Setup under Audio Options located on the right side of your screen. A pop-up window will appear. Choose Manage Messages. Another pop-up window will appear, which you can then click on Add, select Import at the bottom left of the window, and navigate to the location on your computer where you've saved the 520 Hz sound wave files. Select the listed wave file for the amplifiers you are using on this job, and click Open. Now that the wave file has been imported into the configurator, you can compose the message by selecting the imported 520 Hz tone and click on the Move button located in the middle of the window. Add a tag name for the temporal 520 Hz square wave low frequency signal, then click on OK. Click on Close in the Manage Messages window and add the 520 Hz tone to your evacuation signal by clicking on the button to the right of Evac and choose your 520 Hz message that we previously composed. Then click on OK on both the Choose Message window and Audio Setup window. Your evacuation rate is now set to use the temporal 520 Hz square wave low frequency signal. Thank you for taking the time to watch our online tutorials for the temporal 520 Hz square wave low frequency signal with our FleX-Net series fire alarm panel and amplifiers. If you have any other questions, feel free to view the rest of our online tutorials at www.mircom.com, or if you need more information on the temporal 520 Hz square wave low frequency signal, please contact technical support by phone at 1-888-MIRCOM-5 or via email at techsupport@mircomgroup.com.